Hey guys, today is my 1 month anniversary here in the US. It's been a month since I left Sweden, which is crazy because I feel like I left Sweden like 6 months ago, but at the same time I feel like I got here to Arizona like a week ago. So I'm like, my brain is like really confused right now, but we're doing great. This first month has been so, like, I couldn't have wished for a better first month. It's been honestly amazing, and I feel like I've lived through a whole year in just this first month. And I just want to say, if the coming months are gonna be really bad, this year has still been worth it just because of this first month. The first 2 days, I was like, this whole year has been so worth it just because of these 2 days. But I thought I would answer some of your questions about my first month here in the US and just like sit down to talk about it a little bit, because I actually haven't like done that yet. I've just been filming some of my daily life, but I just want to sit down and like actually answer your questions that you asked me on Instagram about the first month here. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first question is, do you often get homesick? Actually, I was like so scared of getting homesick when I got here. I was like, the first couple of days I was just like waiting for me to get homesick. I was like, it's gonna come tomorrow, it's gonna come in 2 days. I was like freaking out over the thought of getting homesick. I did not get homesick for the first like 3 weeks. I still wouldn't say I haven't gotten homesick really. It was just like one little incident that happened. It was like a cheer. I got hurt in cheer. I'm okay. But I guess I just got scared, and that just like kind of made me homesick for that night. But the day after, I was like totally fine again. So no, I haven't really gotten homesick, and I don't get homesick at all. Which I also think is because I have so much to do. I'm so busy all the time. I actually haven't had time to watch a single series on Netflix, which I'm mad about because I want to watch Netflix here. And how often do you keep in touch with your family? So my family in Sweden, the only time I really call them is like when I need help with something or just like struggle with something. So like if I have a question, something that just bothers me, that's like when I call them, which is like kind of sad for them because I feel like I only call them when I have like a problem here. So and then also a question was, are you in contact with your Swedish friends? Yes, I am, but I feel like I'm ditching my Swedish friends so much right now, and like I'm doing it both unintentionally and intentionally, because first of all, it's just really hard to find time to talk to them because I'm so busy, and then there's the time difference. So the only time we can really talk is like early in the morning for me before school. They are 9 hours before, and when I get back home from school at like 3, they have already gone to bed because it's like 12 in Sweden. So basically the only time I can speak to them is like early in the morning or on weekends, and usually I don't have time in the morning, so it's just like the weekend. Like so far I've been pretty busy on the weekend too, but actually I'm also kind of like trying to not put too much time on keeping in contact with my Swedish friends. Like I'm trying to like stay in touch with them, but I also think it's like pretty important to live here. I know this is for a limited time, and I know I will come back to my friends. And also I'm just getting really confused about when I speak to my friends in Swedish and then I'm speaking English, and then it's just making my brain confused. I woke up this morning and I was just confused. That was the first emotion I felt when I woke up. I was like, I literally thought, I'm confused, because I feel like I'm switching between Swedish and English, and sometimes I'm like thinking automatically in English most of the time, but like sometimes my Swedish comes creeping up and I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you expect it to be this hot in Arizona? Yes, I actually did, because I was here last summer, so I knew what to expect. So I didn't get this like heat shock when I got here. I was like, oh, this is so nice. And I love the heat. People keep complaining about the heat, but I love it. I wouldn't not want to live here because of the heat. Have you ever accidentally talked Swedish instead of English? Not that much. But like I think like one time I said like in Swedish because I was just like thinking, and I was like, so do you like your host family? I love your videos. Regards from Spain. It would be kind of mean to say I don't like them, but honestly I do really like them. I'm so happy that I got the host family I did, because what if they had been really weird people? They're so nice. This has been a so common question. How do you call your host parents? By their names or just mom and dad? Oh, this was also regards from Spain. I do not call them mom and dad because that's just like any weird, like to their faces, like hi mom. But like to other people, I say like my host mom and my host dad, and sometimes I'm just like forgetting the host, so I'm like my mom's gonna pick me up. To them, I just call them their names. So like, and I saw some comment about like that maybe I called them Mr. and Mrs. But no, I do not call them that. Like, okay, and another question was, are we ever meeting your host family? I know you want to meet them. I also want them to be in my videos, but I actually haven't talked to them too much about it. So far, like, they haven't like really been wanting to be in my videos, but it's not like they've said like no. So I don't know, maybe. Do people tell you stuff about your accent, either good or bad way? Most people just ignore it. So many people are like, they can't hear my accent. People didn't realize I was from Sweden or that I was an exchange student until like the second week of school, because like I didn't talk much. The only thing I really said was like hi and yes and no, and people didn't really hear my accent on that. And then like when people heard that I was an exchange student, they were like, wait, do you have an accent? And I was like, yeah, can't you hear it? And they were like, no. Everyone says that like on some words they can hear my accent, but most people do not like say anything about it. I have like one person that always points out like my accent, but it's like in a good way. He's just like joking about it, which is totally fine. Ready, Sofia? Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a break from this video because we're going somewhere, but I will be back. Okay, hey, I'm back. I literally just went to IKEA. It was actually not a great day, didn't have my pillow. I don't remember where we left at, but we're just gonna take the next question. What do you wish you had or hadn't packed? I packed way too much. The clothes I took with me from Sweden, I barely used them. Because like as soon as I got here, I just wanted to get new clothes. Yeah, so a tip would be if you're packing for an exchange year, like don't overthink it. You can buy literally everything when you're in the US, so just bring like socks and underwear for 2 weeks, because like that's basically what you're gonna need. And like some clothes, because you don't want to go naked. I wish I had packed my pillow, because they didn't have it at IKEA and I need my pillow. Has your accent changed any? Do you think it will? Actually, I don't know, because like I feel like it has not in one way, and in one way I feel like it has. Just like a week after I got here, when I edited, I was like, wait, is that my accent? Like I could hear my Swedish accent for the first time, and usually like I can't hear it, but now I heard it for the first time, so I think I'm like kind of slowly changing it. Oh, and someone commented in like one of my videos, you're trying to change your accent, but like I'm really not trying. It's like if it changes, that's just natural. So I definitely think it will change. It definitely will. Oh, when I'm speaking, actually my Swedish has changed. When I'm speaking Swedish now, I can definitely hear like I speak so weird. I can't even say some words. They sound so weird. I like my new Swedish accent. I can't wait to go back with it. Have you changed in any aspect since you have been in the US? I definitely think I have changed, or yeah, I definitely have so much. Like not really like my physical appearance, but like my mind set has changed. I feel like I'm definitely a new person. I feel like when I go back to Sweden, I'm like worried that my friends won't like me anymore because I'm not the same person. I don't really know how to explain it. Are you excited for your first homecoming? Have you been asked dress ready? Okay, first question. Are you excited? Yes, I'm really excited. But like I thought people would be more excited for it because like a lot of people are not going. I went dress shopping last weekend, but I couldn't find a dress, so no, I'm not dress ready. I'm gonna try to find a dress like next weekend or something. I really need to find a dress. Now I'm kind of getting stressed out over it. Maybe I should order it, but I feel like it's just gonna be the wrong size and I'm gonna have to reorder like 10 times. Oh, and if I've been asked, I've been half asked like 3 times. So no, I'm just gonna go with my friends. Are you still happy with getting Arizona? Yes. My first choice, the one I wanted the most, was California, but now I'm so happy I didn't get California. Sorry, I'm gonna diss you, okay? I'm really sorry. No, don't call me. I feel so bad about it, but like, I don't have time to talk right now. Oh, okay. Hello? Is it different to what you expected? If so, how? Actually, like, I didn't expect that much. And also, like, I wasn't sure if I was gonna go until like 2 weeks before I was actually going. Yeah, so like, I really didn't know what to expect, so I just didn't really expect anything, which I think was great, because just like that didn't let me down. The cheer is not what I expected though. It's so much more serious. And that's also a question, how are you liking the cheer team? To be honest, I really like it. I really like it, and I'm so happy that they took me in. And the people are so nice. But we have practice at 5 a.m. Yes, 5 a.m. 3 days a week, which is like, it's actually not that bad. But the only times I really like wanted to cry or have cried since I moved has been during cheer, because I've just hurt myself a lot. Like, if you look at my legs, I have like literally 20 bruises, and right now I can barely walk because I hurt my toe and I fell once, landed on my back and my head. It's scary, definitely. Sometimes I just don't want to go to practice. I don't want to be working on new scary stunts. But it really, like, it gets me out of my comfort zone, and I like it. Can you list a few drastic differences between the US and Sweden that you have noticed? It's a lot more fast food. Surprise. No, but like, the lunch in school, definitely a drastic difference. The rules in school, I don't want to talk too much about school in this video because I'm gonna do a separate video on like the truth about high school in the US, because I have a lot to say about it. Like, all drastic differences are in school. And then people in Sweden, just in general, are so much more antisocial. And just like quiet, and I guess not as open as Americans. Americans are really open, and people in Sweden are not as straightforward as people here. And just the food stores are so different. Basically everything I get is like pre-packed. Like, everything is just simple here. Like, I just got this and I'm like taking one with me every day to school. This is a good question. What was the hardest thing about moving? The hardest thing about moving was to decide if I was gonna move or not. Honestly, the last couple of months before I moved has been harder than this month, the month I actually moved. Is life less stressful in the USA? I feel like it's a lot more stressful in school because we can get homework due the day after we get it, and like that never happens in Sweden. We get like at least a week. And if you don't do your homework, it's like, okay, fine, do it like next week or in 2 weeks, like we don't care. And here's like, that lowers your whole grade. But at the same time, like, because I'm here as an exchange student, I'm pretty much here to like have fun and not actually get the best grades and stuff like that. So it is less stressful because I don't have to care about the grades, except I can't fail. So I feel like I'm just not taking like everything that happens as seriously. Like, if I totally mess up with something, like, I don't care, and I just like don't get stressed out over it like I used to do in Sweden, I guess. And was it hard to make friends? And it was actually not hard. I wouldn't say it's easy, but like, it's not hard. It's a lot easier than in Sweden because people here are so much more social. There are a lot of exchange students at my school, so like the first day I could talk to like the other exchange students and have lunch with them, but then like I didn't talk to a lot of people the first week. But then the second week, I think that's like when I actually start to make friends. So like, it's not hard, but you can't just be like totally quiet and just not talk to people. And like, I was kind of scared that I would have to be the one like going up to people and being the first one to talk to people, because I don't like to be the person. But I think it's also kind of easier for me since I have a YouTube channel. Like once people find out, they like have a lot of questions about it, and like it's a really good subject to talk about. And now so many people at school know, so now people I don't even know who they are just like comes up to me and talk to me. But yeah, I would say don't be like worried about making friends, because you will. And also I'm so happy because when you go to a new school and a new country and you know no one, like I was scared that I would have to be like desperate and take like just any friends, like the first people to like talk to me. But honestly, like, the friends I have now and the people I talk to, they're really the people I want to talk to. Like they're not my friends just because I'm in need of friends. Like I genuinely really like them and I just want to take them with me to Sweden. Oh, this is a great one. I have an exchange student in my class and tips to help him or get him comfortable. I just like when people talk to me. It's really scary actually to like be the first one to talk to people, and especially in a new country, because like in your own country you kind of know the social rules, but like here you have no idea how it works. You have no idea if it's like weird to just go up and talk to people, like what is okay and not okay to say. So really just talk in the classes. I'm like a lot of times I'm just pretending that I know what's going on, but I'm really not. So even if he seems to have it under control, it's not sure that he does. So like just ask him an extra time to like if he needs help. Like don't ask him if he needs help, because I'm not gonna say yes to that question. Just talk about what you're doing. What I miss the most in Sweden? My dog and my friends and my family and my room. I kind of miss my room, but I love this room. I miss my pillow. Oh, this is a good one. Do you feel like you're home? And honestly, I do. It's so weird because I feel like when I talk about Sweden, I talk about home, but I also feel like this is my home now. I'm getting really confused. Like every time someone says home, I'm like, wait, Arizona, Sweden, moon? The first week I was like, honestly it was just like the first day. When it was like in the kitchen, I was like, oh, I'm so scared to open the refrigerator because I'm like, I'm not home. I can't just take food from here. But now I just feel really comfortable here, and I definitely feel like this is my home. Which is so crazy, honestly, to call Arizona my home. It's just a little confusing because like when I go back to Sweden, this is like not gonna be my home anymore, and since I know I'm going back in only 10 months or something, I feel like I can't call it home because I know I'm going home to my real home. But at the same time, I am home here and it's confusing. Oh, this is a cute one. Are you happy in the USA? Yes, I am so happy here. Honestly, I can say that I've never been so happy in my whole life as I've been here. Like, I've not experienced that kind of happiness like ever or for so many years. So yeah, I am really happy. I was like on the bus, it was like a week ago, and I was just thinking about going home and my eyes like seriously started to tear up, and I was like, no, I cannot cry on the bus. Like, and I've never laughed so much as I have here. So I think we're gonna go to the last couple of questions now. I really want to go on an exchange year, but I'm afraid I'll be homesick. Recommendations. And it would just be to keep yourself busy, but really I know it feels like a big thing being away from your family and friends for a year. It feels like a big thing when you're home, but when you're actually here, it doesn't feel like a big thing at all. Like, I feel like I'm really close to them. Honestly, I don't feel like it's an ocean apart. And now the last question. If you could decide again, would you still go to the US? I think you can guess the answer. Yes. It just scares me the thought if I hadn't decided to go on this year. I would not have known how much I would have missed out on. I've never for a single second regret going here. So yeah, that was everything for this Q&A. I hope you liked it and I hope you got some answers to your questions. I know there's a lot of questions about school, and as I said, I'm gonna take that in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe so you don't miss my videos, and follow my Instagram because when I do the school Q&A, I will ask you for questions on my Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!